Okay, so we have someone that's brought up that they're struggling to rank up in their temple faction in the Underdark. Right now they're an initiate of the Lolth temple, and they're saying it's kind of taking a long time for them to rank up and get the faction item. So we're going to do a little encounter here. I'm going to make some of these Drider NPCs. I'm basically as the, temple priestess, the Yath'abban. That's the name of like a drow priestess, a high-ranking priestess. I'm going to give this player an assignment to kill these two Driders. So I'm kind of just modifying the names of the NPCs and changing some of these head item descriptions too. We only have this human mustache head as like an item. We don't really have like a Drider head, so I'll have to make do with these. So we'll give the player the breakdown here of what she needs to do. I called her Yath', which is one of the titles of like a lower rank of a Lolth temple. So we're kind of just giving her a little update. I got an assignment for you. Basically going to ask her to go to one of the dungeons that's in this city, or I guess segment. They're called segments when you're in the Underdark instead of cities or like towns. They call them segments. So we're going to ask her to go to a dungeon, bring the two heads back of those Driders, because Lolth hates them Driders. And a fun fact for, anyone that doesn't really know a lot about D&D and the Forgotten Realms, Driders are made from Lolth when they fail the test of Lolth. Usually there's a couple different tests of Lolth that the drow have to go through. If they fail, then, like their body gets turned into that Drider form, which is like a form of punishment. It's kind of crazy, guys. Okay, so we're here in the dungeon right now. Got a couple spawns here. These are just like some of the random ones that come up. We're going to go a little bit further, so this player's going to have to fight through a couple different spawns first. We'll remove some of these guys, and we'll throw in the two Driders here. And it's pretty much a waiting game at this point. Just going to follow her for a bit just to see how she's doing. She's doing pretty well for the most part. I think she's got pretty good armor class, so she's not really getting hit that much. Knowing that, I can probably put some more spawns in to make it, a little bit tougher. I might just add some lower level Driders here, since she's already not the highest level anyways. Usually if you can't make something stronger, you just kind of want to add more to it so there's a little bit more chaos to it. At least that's how I do it sometimes. Alright, fight's going pretty well. She got one of them, so let's throw that head in. I didn't put it in before because sometimes some of these items that I place on a creature, like while they're still alive, if they die, sometimes the items don't like transfer over onto the corpse, they'll just like vanish. So usually I'll wait till they're actually dead and then sneak the item onto the corpse. Alright, this went pretty well. Pretty smooth. Brought back both heads. Buel. That means, I think that means good in Drow. I have to like learn these new words too. Anytime I do like Underdark roleplay, I'm starting to catch on like certain Drow words because I have like zero knowledge of Underdark stuff, so doing this I'm actually starting to learn a little bit more. Zas means yes. And after a successful mission, we'll give her a little promotion for it. Okay, so we have this other player. This is not as surprising because we kind of planned this already. This player wants to quit the faction that they're currently in and, wants to join something else. So we're doing like a little interaction here to basically either have her quit or, kick her out. So we only talked about it out of character. This Drow Sergeant has no idea. So I'm kind of just playing as if, he's giving her another assignment. But she's eventually going to say, yeah, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. So, it's just kind of just like a little back and forth. You're only allowed to join one faction. You can't join multiple factions. So it's either one or the other. And they decided to go a different route. So we're going to ask them to remove the faction item. And, since Drow are always like, so evil and like bitter, we'll just tell them to get out of here. Disrespect. Not much on this one, just a quick interaction. You probably didn't even need to roleplay this, but, you might as well. It's the role-playing server, you might as well just roleplay it out. Okay, one of these characters I had to talk to before, and, they were kind of struggling. They're kind of like a newer player, and we're struggling to get their footing. So I'm trying to help them out. I'm going to give them, a couple things that might help them along. So since they're in this shop that's close to the graveyard, maybe we'll do like some sort of zombie undead encounter. So we'll say there's some noises coming out of the graveyard, or coming in the graveyard's direction, so they can investigate. We'll plop this NPC here. I've already given him, you know, 1 or 2 items that'll help. We'll just have him die by these zombies. Alright, we'll make sure the items are on the corpse. Okay. Alright, oh man, I forgot to get rid of the Legionnaire. Okay, well, whatever. We'll just have him there. We'll have him help out in the fight since he was struggling with some combat anyways. So maybe we'll just mention that, you know, some adventurers had got into the crypt, couldn't handle it and tried to run out, and then now some of these zombies are outside here, trying to chase some of the adventurers. That seems like a pretty reasonable explanation. And we'll say, you know, we'll just move some of these corpses back to the graveyard. Let me check, did this guy take the item? I don't think he did. No, he didn't. Yeah, so we'll just mention that he can take whatever he finds. I mean, I made it specifically for him, so I'm hoping he picks it up. Okay, they decided to investigate further by going into the crypt. Did not really plan it, to be honest with you. I didn't really have that much time, but, you know, since they are, I guess we'll do something real quick. We'll probably open some of these doors, you know, we'll kind of recreate the scenario here. We'll, you know, assuming some of these adventurers had like separated, kind of ran off in different directions. We'll kind of open some of these doors to symbolize them having explored some of these areas already. Then we'll make some NPCs here. Maybe we'll make like 2 or 3. We'll get them ready here. I gotta change their names, descriptions. So we'll set the scene here. Let's put one of these NPCs down. Add a couple, you know, supplies here for them, since they're low level. You know, we'll kind of make it seem like he just died by the doorway, and then now the zombies are roaming free in that room. Oh, here comes the Sturge. They couldn't even see the Sturge. Alright, now here they all come. Okay. Well, yeah, while they're busy with that, let's move to set some of the other NPCs. Maybe we'll set him in this room here. You know, he kind of got trapped in this small room. Let's put some extra items down here, and then we'll open the door. Alright, let's see where these guys are. Okay, they're still in this room. Alright, I guess we could set up one more. Let's set up one more NPC. Maybe we'll do it in this room. We'll just kind of set it up in this back room. Let's get rid of this trap, since that trap shouldn't be there if someone would already pass through. Let's set the corpse here. Oh, we'll set the NPC here, and then we'll kill him. Then we'll throw in a couple items. You know, maybe some healing kits, some extra gold here and there. I think it should be okay. I wasn't planning on staying here long anyways, so hopefully they can manage. These spawns aren't too bad anyways, so they should be able to. And I think we'll just leave it at that. Always gotta work on the fly as a DM.